Hello, welcome to another Dominion 6 Mod Nation showcase. Today we are taking a look at early age Tyrax, Awakening Crypts. This is a nation that I made in Dominion 3, but I did not release it, because I wanted to make a free spawn nation, but that wasn't really possible back in the day. So I just made a normal undead nation and it was kind of lame. And I just decided against releasing it. But then I wanted to update it for Dominion 4, then 5, I still didn't do it, and now when Dominion 6 is out, I decided to actually come back to this nation and rework it into something more playable, and actually partially a free spawn nation, because event modding is a thing now. Well, it has been in the previous games, but not in Dominion 3. So this nation is, well, an agglomeration of different undead creatures from Diablo 2 and Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup and some other games. Uh, let's take a look at it. The starting site, it produces 6 death gems per turn, obviously. The Dominion spreads death and spawns undead, and the death limit is +2. The free spawn rates aren't very high, so you should not rely on free spawn. This is just a small bonus. And free spawn scales with Dominion strength. The higher the more candles you have, the more undead you get. The troops. You can recruit troops. You do not rely completely on free spawn. Skeletal warrior is weak, 6 gold, 6 hit points. None of the troops have any upkeep, that's important. For amphibian, pierce resistant, cold resistant, poison resistant, undead, inanimate, need not eat, mindless, never heals, dark vision, broadsword, rusty armor. That's basically a recruitable long dead. Skeletal archer has a short bow but has no armor at all. Still, the bones provide natural protection too, so that's better than nothing. Returned, you may remember them from Diablo 2. They have an axe, they have better skills, and they even have better natural protection. Returned archer, same thing, just a better skeletal archer. Horror has a morning star and resistance to lightning. Wait, do these? No resistances. Yes, they are resistant to lightning, they cost more, they are stronger, they get better skills, they have the same protection 6 of the returned, but they are pretty much better in almost every way. Horror archers, yet again, are better, but they also have shock resistance, and they cost more. The capital only sacred is the Phantom. Costs quite a lot, has life drain, amphibian, cold resistant, poison resistant, undead, need not eat, ethereal, floating, spirit form, never heals, and spirit side. And they are not mindless. They also have high magic resistance. The commanders. You have the skeletal bat, who is a scout. It's stealthy. It has size 1 despite the quite large sprite. Ancient Champion is a skeleton commander with leadership 50 and undead leadership 100. This value basically means nothing to you here. Returned Mage has 2 random paths, fire or air. So that's a relatively cheap mage that can cast some combat spells. Horror mage has 3 randoms: fire, air, water, or nature. Because you may remember in Diablo they could cast lightning, fire, frost, or poison spells. They're much more expensive. And then you have the demons, the banished. Also, they all are based on Diablo 2 enemies from the first act. The banished is a Death 1 Holy 1 mage with life drain, or amphibian, cold resistance, poison resistance, need not eat, floating, demon, never heals, spirit sight, and summons allies. It can summon some, I think, zombies. The Ghoul Lord. Fire 1, Death 1, Holy 1. No randoms, and the same assortment of tags. The Night Lord. Fire 1, Death 1, Holy 2, and a guaranteed Fire Death random. Same tags. The Dark Lord is a slow to recruit commander. Fire 1, Death 2, Holy 2, guaranteed Fire Death random, and he also has a Chill aura and Dark Power 2. And the capital only slow to recruit mage is the Blood Lord. Fire 1, Death 2, Blood 1, Holy 2, guaranteed Fire Death Blood random and rare Fire Death Blood random. He also has Inquisitor. And I think that's it. However, he cannot summon zombies. Neither can the Dark Lord and the Night Lord. Only the Ghoul Lord and the Banished. Let's take a look at the free spawn monsters and the spells. The free spawns come in 4 varieties. The weakest one is the Rot Zombie. Just a zombie, nothing really special here, very weak stats, no protection, but higher than normal hit points at least. Hungry Dead have Berserker too, and higher skills, and even some protection and hit points. Plague Bearers have Disease Explosion on Death. Otherwise, they seem to be very similar. Or, no, they are actually even stronger than the Hungry Dead. And finally, Drowned Carcass is fully amphibious and has even higher stats. The spells. In Construction 1 you can cast Undead Sculpting. That's a Death 1 spell. For 1 gem you summon 2 Undead Golems, either flesh or bone golems. And in Construction 4 you can cast Greater Undead Sculpting. That's a Death 3 spell. For 3 gems you summon 5 plus these random golems. The bone golem is basically a stronger skeleton with higher protection, but quite poor skills. This is, well, not very good to be honest. And the flesh golem is a stronger, much tougher zombie with Berserker. In Enchantment 4 you can cast Animate Dragon Remains. That's a Death 3 spell. For 7 gems you summon either one Skeletor or Zombie Dragon. The Zombie Dragon is the following thing. It has 4 attacks. They are not magic weapons as the Dragon Pretenders have. Or Amphibian, Fear, Cold Resistant, Poison Resistant, Undead, Need Not Eat, Mindless, Flying, Never Heals, Dark Vision. And the Skeletal Dragon has Pierce Resistance, still has Fear, and it cannot fly because, well, there is nothing to flap with. We also have some heroes. The first one is a life stealer. Yes, that's a Dota hero. 3 attacks, regeneration, poor amphibian, cold resistant, poison resistant, undead, need not eat, stealthy, berserker, dark vision, and assassin. Spectral zombie is corpse fire. You may remember him as the first, I guess, boss enemy from Diablo 2. A life drain attack, that's a fire 3 mage with fire resistance and fire explosion on death and ethereal. And the spell stitched zombie is a dark elder, another named zombie from Diablo 2. Water 1 death 1 with invulnerable 18 and disease explosion on death. We also have some national pretenders. Undead dragon has proper dragon attacks but no breath weapon. Death 1 for amphibian, fear 10, pierce resistant, cold resistant, poison resistant, undead, need not eat, flying, dark vision, and inept smith, inept researcher. Ghostly dragon, same attacks, no breath weapon, pretty much the same thing but no pierce resistant, but has ethereal and spirit side. And the skeleton king, fire 1 death 1, immortal, spirit side, enchanted sword, full plate mail. That's something of a variant of the Lich. And that's it. I wasn't really aiming for something very interesting or, I guess, competitive here. I just wanted to make a free spawn undead nation. Maybe you could play it against the AI or use it as an AI opponent, and that will be fun. Maybe it's even playable in multiplayer, I don't know. I haven't really balanced it much. I'm not even good at balancing it in general. So, next time we are going to take a look at its sister nation, Middle Age Kalash. So, see you then!